about your hair challenges.
Okay, so some of my, as I'm aging, my hair is definitely not as thick as it used to be. So my hair's always been kind of fine, but it's just not as thick as it used to be. So that's, you know, something that is not my favorite. A few years ago, you know, I just noticed my hair it just doesn't feel as full in my hands, you know. And I also think it can kind of break easily. So I'm still trying to figure out the balance between, you know, deep conditioning and protein. I used to wear my hair up in a bun often, but I realized that wasn't the best for my edges, so I don't do that as much anymore either.
Welcome to our weekly segment on Monday where we go live. We show you a live hair demo and we show you guys how to get your healthiest hair no matter what hair type you have. Let's go ahead and introduce our stylist.
Dana,
Yes.
are you natural, are you relaxed, or are you transitioning?
I am natural.
Hey!
I have been natural since, I guess, probably since I started college. So I was permed, then I pressed through high school, I pressed through high school and I pressed through college. And then I think once I started having children, I was like, that's it, I'm done.
Hey.
My hair can get really tangly. My hair loves to stay dry. Moisture, it holds on to the moisture, and then before you know it, I'm like, what happened to my moisture? So I think that's probably one of my biggest challenges. As I'm aging, my hair is not as full as it used to be.
What is your daily hair routine and then your weekly hair routine?
Oh, don't catch me in the store during COVID because it is. So I try to wash once a week. If I'm twisted up and I'm busy, it may be once every 2 weeks, but I try to wash once a week. And I used to wear like a high bun ponytail, but it's not so easy on the edges. And so, you know, as I'm aging. So I try to wash with Miche, of course.
Okay? Hey!
Okay, only the best for my hair.
She has about medium to high porosity hair, and this is why it's hard. So moisture, it easily absorbs and then easily leaves. So
that's right.
That's why, you know, it seems like her hair may be dry more often. Oh, one thing, you guys can find me at Wear Cosmetology on Facebook. That's B''Wear Cosmetology, and then on Instagram, _WARE Cosmetology.
Okay. Yes, you guys, and she has very gentle hands. So if y'all, you need to go visit her.
Yes.
Or come to Miche Monday and get the treatment.
Yes.
She did have gentle hair.
And that's Bowie, Maryland, guys. So she's nice and local.
So right now I'm detangling her hair. She has a lot of single strand knots. And so this is why, as you can see, it kind of glides through and then it gets a little stuck. So sometimes if you notice that happening, it could be single strand knots. You could need a trim. And there's really no way to eliminate single strand knots, but getting trims regularly and, you know, just leaving your ends protected a lot of the time, low manipulation, you know, that will help alleviate a lot of the single strand knots.
When was the last time you had a trim?
Oh, it's been months. Okay. It's been, what is it, November? Is it November?
It is.
It was either June or January.
Okay. That's a big difference.
But even though, you know, her ends need to be trimmed, you can see it's not pulling her hair out.
Right.
It sounds like there's a lot happening, but it's not
the
pulling
best.
her hair out anyway.
Yes.
Hey, Miche Beauty, hey. Okay, so, like we said, this is fantastic definition, right? So I would probably use this kind of definition, like say I wanna put it up and I want a defined ponytail, you know, something like that. Or if I'm going out, I want some kind of a, what do you call that? You know, you have the
Updo.
yeah, updo, and I kind of want it, you know, I'll get my person if I want it coily. That's how I would use this. But if I'm wearing a twist out, I really want it to be bigger. So I'm going through, and you see, I'm not afraid of frizz,
Okay.
right? So there are people who want defined and no frizz. I'm not afraid of frizz at all. I actually welcome it because my hair is so fine. So I go through and I kind of separate, right? Kind of like this. So I'll kind of separate, let me take one, my twists, and then I will lump them together to get bigger twists. And as I do this, and I'll retwist later, I also will get a little bit more length out of it as well, because you're retwisting kind of on the drier side, right? So I may take this whole section, now that I've kind of worked through the twist, right?
Mhm.
And mind you, my hair is still moisturized because there's product still in.
Mhm.
So I may take this whole section, run my fingers through it, and then like retwist it, and it may even be really loose, okay? So you'll see it kind of hang down a little bit lower than the others, just because it's not soaking wet. Because there's product in it, it still feels moisturized, so I don't need any water.
Okay.
If it didn't feel as moisturized, sometimes I do spritz it a little bit,
Okay.
but since I'm going for more volume,
Mhm.
I don't need any water.
Okay.
So I'll do this. So you see how it just kind of hangs? It's thicker already because I've combined some twists.
Mhm.
And so when I take it out, it'll still have some definition, but it'll definitely be more, it'll have more volume.
Okay.
So I'll do this all the way around. I will kind of go through the hair and just kind of take it apart and do this all around my head. So, you know, when I first went natural, my hair was a lot thicker.
Mhm.
It was the same. It was like, oh, you put all the product in and weigh it down so it's not frizzy. And then over the years, I'm just like,
Who said that?
yeah, why? Like, where do we get that from, that frizz
Yeah.
is bad? It's not bad.
And I think we try really hard to change, you know, the way our hair naturally is so
Right.
much that we get so unhappy with the results.
Right.
And our hair doesn't naturally slick down like that.
Right.
So.
Not mine anyway, honey.